Hello and welcome to Afterhours, a podcast by the Social Engagement Center of our college, where we talk about society, stories, and the conversations that matters. Have you ever noticed how often we hear about social issues but rarely stop to truly understand them? That's exactly what Afterhours is about. Understanding before reacting and listening before judging. In today's episode, we will be talking about our visit on Kappiness Mental Health Café, where psychology and warmth comes together to create an experience of genuine healing. I'm Poushali, your host. With me there is Hizan and Ardra.
Hi.
We all are students of Digital University Kerala and we all had the opportunity to visit Kappiness. Hello guys.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How are you guys feeling?
I'm very happy to hear because our social engagement center was conducting a big podcast to conversation about something big. I'm appreciate them to this.
Yeah, first of all, I would like to give a huge thanks to Social Engagement Center. So it was my first experience, and so I feel very calm and relaxed after that. Yeah.
Tell us something about your experience on Kappiness.
I felt very calm and peaceful space too there because we expecting a clinic or psychological center for mental health, but it was very calm, peaceful space to talk about something openly.
Yeah. So basically, as Ardra said, it's an open space to share everything. So you need to keep hiding anything like that. So even if you are an introvert person, there is a closed space where you can share the things within a room. So yeah, it was a wonderful experience.
Yeah, same. Like for me also, it was very calm and peaceful, and I think meditative would be the perfect word for it because, like, given the first session that we had there, pure meditation. So, Hizan, what do you think? Like, how a mental health cafe is different from a very typical, normal cafes that we are familiar with?
So here in Kappiness Café, unlike a normal mental health care cafe, here it's having a homely inspired environment as well as we will be having casual coffees, blended shop, as well as with trained staffs, peer support, and even there is a gaming area where you can play and spend your wonderful day. Yeah.
So, Ardra, as a women, we have lots of issues, private matters that we are not always very comfortable to share out in public. So, did you feel safe and comfortable to share your vulnerable matters with them?
Yes, the Kappiness Cafe create an emotional safety space to talk about our vulnerabilities and weak points also. As a woman, I also feel the safe space there. Not only about women, also the men, all genders have the space there. Kappiness Cafe also have the space to express our weak points also.
So I completely agree with that. Even men have things which are too vulnerable. So they should not keep it within their mind itself. So they should have to share with someone who feels to hear the things. Yeah.
So I hope you guys are feeling a lot more confident about yourself after coming back from Kappiness.
Yes, definitely.
എസ്പെഷ്യലി ആ ഒരു സ്പേസിനകത്തു നിന്ന് കയറി വന്ന ഒരാളല്ല തിരിച്ചിറങ്ങുമ്പോൾ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നത്. സോ ഇറ്റ് വാസ് വൺ ഓഫ് മൈ ഫസ്റ്റ് എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് ആസ് വെൽ ആസ് ഐ ഫീൽ വെരി കാം ആൻഡ് റിലാക്സ്ഡ്.
Yes, confidence is something I'm also feeling a lot in myself. I would say that Kappiness also contributes in this podcast because because of the confidence that we got from that session especially, we are here sitting and doing it so casually.
Definitely.
Yeah. So why do you guys think spaces like mental health cafes are necessary in today's world?
Nowadays, I think in this generation, they are not giving a much more importance to the mental health. I think they are more focused on physical health. So they should give as much equal importance to the mental health also. Yeah.
I'm also agree with Hizan because especially I would say as a student, the mental health is important for us because now we facing many stress and pressure in our academic field and also our faculty facing also all people are facing their own mental problems. So it is very important to this like cafes to our world.
So you guys are saying that young people and especially people from our generation, we are benefiting more from mental health cafes?
Yes, because we facing many problems, maybe the family issues, maybe our private issues, and also our educational issues. So like stress എന്ന് പറയാം. ഇപ്പം നമ്മൾ ഒരുപാട് സ്ട്രെസ്സും പ്രഷറും ഒക്കെ നമ്മുടെ അക്കാഡമിക് ഫീൽഡായിട്ട് അനുഭവിക്കുന്ന കാര്യങ്ങൾക്ക് അത് ഫേസ് ചെയ്യാൻ കുറച്ചും കൂടെ ഹെൽപ്ഫുൾ ആണ് ഇങ്ങനത്തെ കഫേസും കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ. അതുകൊണ്ട് കാപ്പിനെസ് കഫേ ഈസ് നമ്മളെ ഹെൽപ്പ് ചെയ്യാണ് മച്ച് മോർ better for our betterment of life.
So now let's dive into the fun part. I had immense fun after going there, especially with the games and the fun conversations and everything. I hope you guys also had your own share of entertainment.
Yeah, especially the balloon game. It was a kind of a coordination as well as to be very alert. We have to be very alert as well as we have to keep the coordination for the entire circle thing. So I hope you were
Yeah, I was in the first line and I am shorter than everybody who were like behind me and they were like saying, Poushali, walk like a snail. It was immense coordination.
Yeah.
We three are also in same
Yeah,
team,
same
and,
team.
and
All the
also
same
I am
together.
back of the Gauri, so I'm smaller than Gauri, so I am cope up with that is very difficult to me, but that was very engaging because the Kappiness Cafe from the starting to the end they were engaging all the students. That is a very good experience to experience that.
So what would you guys say to people who are still hesitant to visit a mental health cafe?
So I would say don't hesitate to go there. Feel free to share your thoughts there. And even if you are an introvert person, there is a closed space, so you can share within the room. So you'll be just having a one-to-one conversation. Yeah.
Because our society also has a social stigma about the mental health, but in our generation we were also prioritize the mental health, but the millennial generation is not aware about the importance of the mental health.
So now this cafe was encouraging to discuss about the mental health and also our feelings and also our emotional vulnerabilities. അപ്പോൾ ഇങ്ങനെയൊരു കഫേ എന്ന് പറയുന്ന അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇങ്ങനെ ഒരു കഫേയുടെ ഇൻട്രഡക്ഷൻ വാസ് വെരി ഗുഡ് ഫോർ അവർ മെൻ്റൽ ഹെൽത്ത്. നോട്ട് ഓൺലി അബൌട്ട് അവർ ജനറേഷൻ, എല്ലാ ജനറേഷനിലുള്ള ആൾക്കാർക്കും കുറച്ചും കൂടെ ബെറ്റർ ആയിട്ട് അവരുടെ ലൈഫിനെ നോക്കിക്കാണാനും അവരുടെ സ്വന്തം ഓൺ സെൽഫായിട്ട് അവരെ നോക്കിക്കാണാനും അവരുടെ സ്വന്തം ഇമോഷനിൽ സിറ്റ് വിത്ത് അവർ ഇമോഷൻ, കരയാനും. നമ്മുടെ ഒരു സ്റ്റിഗ്മയുണ്ട്, വുമൻസിന് മാത്രമേ കരയാൻ പറ്റുള്ളൂ എന്നുള്ളത്. ആ സ്റ്റിഗ്മേനൊക്കെ മാറ്റി എല്ലാ ജെൻഡറിലുള്ള ആൾക്കാർക്കും എല്ലാ സെക്സിലുള്ള ആൾക്കാർക്കും കരയാനും ചിരിക്കാനും അവരുടെ എല്ലാ കാര്യങ്ങളും ഷെയർ ചെയ്യാനുള്ളൊരു സ്പേസ് നമ്മുടെ സൊസൈറ്റിയിലുണ്ട്. അത് നമ്മൾ
എൻകറേജ് ചെയ്യണം. നമ്മൾ other people's encouraging their space also. That is a very good thing in this generation.
Yes, exactly. I agree with whatever you guys said. I think Kappiness is such a mental health cafe that proves that sometimes, mental health care begins with small, gentle steps. We are always finding answers, for our problems and everything. But Kappiness proves that sometimes everything gets solved only if someone is hurt. That's it. People in Kappiness, they personally made me, feel like I can also give a little bit of time for myself, for my own emotional well-being and care. That's how we conclude our first episode. Thank you, Hizan. Thank you, Ardra, for joining us. Nanni to all the listeners out there. If this episode made you think a little bit or reflect, we invite you to continue the conversation. Until next time, bye-bye, take care, keep listening, keep understanding. Sandosham aitu irikuga.